Good morning. Favorite day of the year, Kyle's Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day. We're going to talk about whether or not he saw his shadow, some special dates, some Google things, and we're going to get going on a Wednesday bounce time. Let's get it.
Everywhere I go, the people really want to know who I is and who I be. They stop and stare when they see me.
Okay, I opened the show with Groundhog Day, and I don't even know if he saw the shadow.
Does it happen yet? When does it actually happen? Hold on.
Okay, Kyle's going to look up Groundhog Day to see if he's actually, if you know the answer to this, drop it in the comments. There's a little delay, so we'll probably figure it out before you drop it in. But today is 2/2/22 for all you math nerds out there. It's just, we have one more day of twos, right? And on the 22nd of this month, it'll be 2/22/22. And then we won't have a date that's all the same number for another 111 years till we get to 3/3/33. So if you were
way.
Yeah.
This is a day meant for celebration.
Well, no. 2/2 on the 22nd of this month is on the 22nd of this month. It will be, well, full quote unquote celebrate, unless it's a weekend. And it's a Saturday. No, it's not. What is it? The 22nd of this month is a Tuesday. So we're going to celebrate then. But then if you're born today, it's going to be 111 years before we get to 3/3/33. So yeah, we just like to get excited about things. Did the groundhog see himself?
It is
6 more weeks of winter.
Pun. Do you know how to say this groundhog's name? I don't really know.
Punxsutawney Phil. Do you really know how to say it?
Punxsutawney Phil. I always struggle with that. Yeah.
Punk, like a punk.
Punxsutawney. Yeah. So at 7:25 a.m., he was held high to sea. And yes, as the notes say, it has happened. And,
okay. 6 weeks of winter.
We're going 6 more weeks of winter.
Samantha Foster, you and I understand that means jack squat if you live in Syracuse.
You're like, we know.
Yeah. We'll have shovels. We'll have shovels in May. We know it, just at the ready. Oh, Nate Southwick, he jumps in. It's not actually 2/2/22. It's 2/2/2022. So you can fix your Star Wars pin on your shirt today and just be the nerd that we all wish we could be at some point.
Here's what I love about this. In Nashville, it was 65 and sunny yesterday. So 6 more weeks of winter. Come on, I can handle that.
Yeah, we're excited in Syracuse. It's going to like 42 today, so we're happy about that. Nathan goes, that's a spot on impression of him. I love it. I love everyone who tunes into the show live. We love all the listeners, but it's fun that more people are tuning in and chiming in. I think we're gonna drop maybe a little phone call in to the podcast. I think I've always wanted to have a show where people can like call a number and we're just like, we're like, who's this? And what do you have to say? And we'll do that until somebody says something really offensive, and then we'll have to start screening calls. But those are all good problems. Yeah. Have a bunch of fun things going on in ASOTU world. First, it was kind of a big deal. We had a celebration moment yesterday because yours truly and Kyle, yours truly, and the ASOTU team truly have achieved press credential status. So we did get press credentials for the NADA show. So we will be going on press passes to officially cover the event ASOTU style. You know how it's going to be. We're going to roll heavy, and we want to be the place to get your NADA news and real-time updates. And I think we're going to try to still work to throw a little bit of a mixer or party, a little happy hour, still figuring that out, but more to come on that soon. So that was big news. We were happy about that.
Yeah. Super excited. And now we have to plan, which is what we do great. We've got 5 weeks to get it rolling. And so, yeah,
we'll be around.
talking to a lot of people. Yeah, we've got so much time. We don't even know what to do with it, right? Talking to everyone, just kind of getting the lay of the land, understanding. I mean, everybody, like tech companies, are always, hey, we're going to launch this at NADA. We're going to talk about it at NADA. So if you know of a tech company or you're a dealer that's doing something cool or innovative that is surrounding NADA, we'd love to hear about that, and then, connect the dots and make sure that dealers and partners are all kind of given voices in that. So we will, more info on that to come.
You know what I'm really afraid of?
What?
That I'm going to do something stupid with a press pass on. Not stupid as in like, oh, I'm going to stay out too late, because that's not how we roll, right? We'll be in bed. We'll be the first ones in bed, but
we're going to go behind the wrong.
There's some level of press pass etiquette that I just don't know of. Right. And we're going to get in trouble. We're going to try really hard. Not if you have experience and PR or press passes, please shoot us an email or reach out. Paul at ASOTU.club, because we need a little bit of insight and wisdom. So stop us from doing something stupid. Yeah. I mean, we're troublemakers, but we don't want to break anything. We want to be respectful and grateful the fact that
we want to make some trouble in the way that we communicate, but we don't want to break rules.
No, not press pass rules with NADA, yes, especially.
Exactly.
Oh, a couple great things going on today. Clubhouse got kicked off yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Minority Motors, Perry Watson gave us the fire. You can actually go to ASOTU.club, ASOTU.club, and check the replay. You can even listen. We just figured out today, you can listen to the replay on a desktop. So you don't even need the app anymore. So you go to ASOTU.club. It's going to give you the replays, but also links to the rooms. Kyle, Pitch Tank is back today.
Pitch Tank is back. We've got an incredible host of Auto Genius members, platform GMs, executive GMs coming to moderate 3 really cool technology companies in the automotive space, and just kind of get that feedback, get the questions going. It originally kind of came out as a vendor dealer partners, kind of like, hey, we're going to do this together. We realize we have to work together. And even for dealers to be able to push back and be like, hey, what if you did it this way? Or what if, the technology operated this way? There's a lot of that good collaboration in that room. So it's great for, if you're a dealer or a marketing manager or a vendor that is looking for new partners or connections, or, you want to think about how can I make sure that my technology is meeting dealers where they need to be met, right? There's a lot to learn from that room, not just for hey, can I get more signups for my widget?
Yeah. So. I mean, the thing I love about Pitch Tank, and, you started the room, and it's, I've always enjoyed the premise of the room is this: you force 3 companies to get their pitch in 3 minutes, right? Because everyone sat through long pitches. So I think it helps the dealer because they can listen to the 3 pitches in just a short period of time, but it also helps the industry partner get succinctly what it is that they actually do and the value they actually bring. And then you have a judge of experts, the top people in the industry, asking questions that you didn't even know you needed to ask. And so you can just hear all this in one place, and there'll be a replay. But Pitch Tank was it 10 o'clock today Eastern?
Yep, 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock Eastern, 7 Pacific. Drop in. You can click, go to ASOTU.club and have the link there. We have a few news stories to talk about, some pop culture stuff today. But first, we have a great story to talk about from our friends at Beaver Toyota in Cumming, Georgia. We said yesterday we're going to try to talk about more of these stories that happen in the industry that are just the essence of the car business. That's, dealers supporting one another, building communities, supporting their communities. And this is one of those stories. If you have a story you want to share, go to ASOTU.com/positivity and share it. We got some sent in yesterday. We need to know the story so we can talk about them. Kyle, why don't you tell the people what happened?
So unfortunately, what happened was one of their sales managers went down hard with COVID just before Christmas, and then was put in the hospital and then put on a ventilator, which if you kind of know the trajectory, that once you get to the ventilator stage, things are not looking good, right?
And this was a relatively young guy, young family, super healthy, military vet, checked all the boxes when it shouldn't have been an issue. And it's one of those cases where it did become an issue.
Yeah, exactly. And so immediately when he was put on a ventilator, anywhere between 40 and 100 people a night from Beaver Toyota and Cumming would actually go to the hospital. They drove an hour from the dealership after the dealership closed at night and like met around. If they prayed, they prayed. Like they were there for the family to show support. And so that happened for weeks, right? And we got wind of this, and then got the news just recently that he has been taken off of ventilator support, which is just a miracle. Was able to talk to his family, talk to some of the dealership employees, and so just a miracle recovery. But like what I love so much about that is just the gathering around and the community support, and what that organization was able to do because of their previous, like the culture that was already there, to come around this family, come around his wife, come around him, and support them. And we see that. I mean, I've experienced that in dealer life, and we see that a lot of places, but just a really cool story that we got to kind of witness by word of mouth. So yeah,
just great. So we're going to try to share more of that stuff and celebrate what dealership life really is, right? We're not talking about like some big firm or big company that's somewhere else and they're like rocking the digital world. We're talking about boots on the ground, lives being affected and changed, people banding together really to say that no crisis is going to win because of that. I was reading automotive news, right? So I still read the paper edition of automotive news whenever I can. And unfortunately, we pay so much attention that by the time I see it, right, I've already seen most of the things in it, online. Right. But I didn't see this because it's the inside cover ad page, and it's a Ford ad, and it's who is this? This is Chintan Sharma, the vehicle architect and engineer. It looks like for the Lightning, and there's a bunch of stuff spread out on the ground in front of it, like golf clubs and all this gear, and it says one Frunk fits it all. And I looked at that, I was like, Frunk. Yeah. I mean, I know it's the compartment in the front of the car, and I said to Peter here that works here, I was like, is this like a Ford, like an ad trying to be cute? Are we calling these things Frunks? And he was like, no, that's terrible.
It's terrible. It's like,
it's terrible.
Whenever like new technologies happen, right? New things come up, and you're like, you get a new word and you're like, oh, that's fun. I can say that. But
we
like
can do better. We can do better. That's
someone come up with a new word for a front trunk that isn't Frunk, and let's
call it forward compartment. Forward compartment. Anything but Frunk. It sounds like Dr. Seuss came up with it. Right. Like, oh, the Frunk in the trunk and the lunk in the hunk, right?
Right.
It's like not good. I'm sorry. And I know Ford, I know this isn't you. I'm not hating on you. I'm just saying we can do better than this. I just saw that this morning, and I wasn't expecting that from automotive news. But there it was. Earnings season, right? Google beat some earnings, like
just came out with it. I mean, when it's the difference between 71 billion projection to 75, it's like, well, that's only 4, right? But it's $4 billion, right?
Right. It's
so all of a sudden, the stock price skyrockets after after doing a stock split, and things are wild and crazy over there at Google, because we're all using it. We're all using YouTube. We're searching every single day. And yeah, they are getting the benefit of their cloud services, ad revenue. Just incredible.
Yeah. Of the 75 billion, almost, over 61 billion of it was just ads, right? They can thank the automotive industry for a lot of that. The front hatch will take that. I hate the delay on this because people are commenting and it's like, we cannot show them. Front hatch, that's good. Frunk, I want to do the creative. Rob, yes, we want you to do the creative too. Yeah, so 61% or 61 billion of the 75 billion was ad revenue, right? So that's another 5.5 billion was from cloud services. So everybody on G Suite and all those things, they're really chugging along. But here's something too. They're doing a 20-to-1 stock split coming up. Right, because the average share price now is around 2,700. The 20-to-1 split will bring the average share price to 130, and we know what happens. It makes it more accessible. More people invest. And
here we go.
For those great people who invested in the beginning of Google or the beginning of Apple, they know the power of a stock split. So
goodness, yeah.
We got like a minute left. I got an email in my inbox today, and we talked about MrBeast on the show. This is a little bit what the kids are into. We talk about MrBeast, and he's a YouTuber, one of the most popular YouTubers. My kids watch him. It's all like they watch that all the time. And he is now in this world where you can go from one vertical, so like YouTube entertainment, and then start branching out across the retail universe and soon to be metaverse, right? He launched a chocolate company, where he's selling candy bars, right? It's called Feastables. And basically, here's the quote. Ready? Boomer chocolate ingredient lists are low-key trash. So MrBeast decided to make his own without the junk, right? So it's like a very holistic. I saw him launch this actually on a video that my kids were watching, or announce it. And dude's like, so they're actually healthy for you. It's like, I'm going to stop you there, Jimmy Donaldson.
First ingredient is still sugarcane, boss.
But I appreciate your salesmanship. But so here's the deal. You know, MrBeast gives away a lot of stuff. So if you buy these candy bars, there's like a ticket inside the candy bars, and you can claim, you know, enter into the website. So you're getting engagement, you're getting information, but there are golden tickets in there, 10 of them to be exact, that get to go and play an epic MrBeast game to win. You guessed it, an entire chocolate factory. This is the world we live in. This is the retail world we live in. Dealers need to pay attention to modern retail culture. Yesterday, we said we're not trying to go against culture. Stop that, right? Stop trying to go against and do it the old way, right? Let's build a boat that floats on top of culture and moves us forward. And the people who build the boat without the holes in it are gonna win.
There it is. Where can you include surprise and delight today for your customers in unique ways that continue to build that flywheel of customer retention and bring them into the ecosystem?
Oh, baby.